Boom! What's going on, everybody? Ozeal here. Full effect. Vlogmas 2020, day 12. I feel like everything from here on out is like a blur in regards to how many days I've been doing this. Any content creator who's doing this challenge knows what I'm talking about. It's kind of like, what day is this again? But we're day 12, and part of this is documenting the journey of doing this Vlogmas challenge, which is a 30-day challenge of daily content creation. And here we are, guys. I have my little drink here in hand. Boom, cheers to all my content creators. Cheers to you. Cheers to anybody. If you're watching this right now, if this is on your screen, on your mobile phone, on your laptop, desktop, whatever it is, cheers to you. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. I mentioned this before. I don't even know what this channel is going to transpire to be, or what's going to become. I honestly, I don't even know. I'm just enjoying the documentation, just press and record. I feel a little guilty. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the last video. A lot of content creators that are doing this challenge, they're doing it and they have thumbnails and they have all these, fancy editing and intro. And I'm treating this Vlogmas, I'm gonna be real with you, content creators, if you're watching this and everybody else, I'm treating this as an opportunity to not hide, to show up on a daily basis, create content, to document the journey, and just press the damn button, record, and just share. That's it. I really don't have a growth strategy agenda. I don't have this, I need to make sure I have all these fancy thumbnails. All that's great if you're doing that. I mean, I probably, as a matter of fact, I should be doing it, and I probably will be doing it sooner than later. But as of right now, because I've struggled so much with creating content on video, this has just been a liberating experience, and we'll talk about that later. The name of this video is, I titled it, and again, what's really cool about this Vlogmas is that anything on a daily basis, I think that we can pull from inspiration. And I think this goes to this whole notion of, what should I create? Like, you were asking me to create daily content. What type of content should I create? I need to really strategize the content. But if you really listen to your day and the way you flow throughout the day, you start discovering, and content creators, I know you feel me on this, you start discovering that there are certain conversations throughout the day that happen, circumstances, situations that happen, these unexpected, uninvited guests that come into our lives on a daily basis that inspire us or evoke some type of emotion or thought or idea or creativity that allows us to, if we want to lean into the creativity, to have a topic that we can share and document and share with the world. So there's really no excuses debunking this whole thing about content creation. You need to overthink it and have a strategy. Sometimes the strategy is just you being inspired and listening to the things that occur throughout the day and then just sharing it. And of course, when it comes to content creation, there's a strategy, and a lot of people really don't subscribe to this kind of content creation approach that I'm taking. But this is the approach I'm taking for the 30-day challenge, and it's been quite liberating, quite fun. So that leads me to what's happening and what inspired me today. So today's Saturday. I don't know what date it is. I believe, is it the 12th? I'm not sure. Let me know. I know it's day 12, but awesome day. We took a day trip to the museum, had a great time here in Houston, but something happened, the nuances, right? We talk about the things that happen throughout the day that inspire you. And I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and we were having a conversation back and forth about pricing and knowing your value. And this person, friend of mine, checked me on my mindset towards the money narrative. And I'll dig deep into it on another video, but I run Ozil Media, ozilmedia.com. I'm going to be completely just transparent with you. It's a podcast agency, and I've struggled with the pricing model and, balancing between, what does value mean to me as it is portrayed to a customer and the value we're delivering to the customer rather, versus like the market price, right? And what other people are charging and competitors, and look at the market pricing point, etc. And, I've been dealing with that, but more than anything, I've been dealing with this personal tug of war that I have with pricing the value that I deliver to my clients. And a friend of mine in particular is always challenging me on the fact that I don't lean into the value that I truly have, that I share to my customers, and that I undervalue my pricing, undervalue myself, and reflects in my pricing. So I wanted to shoot this video because I want to be just transparent with you. This is part of the documentation. This is a big struggle of mine in figuring out what should I price my services as a podcast consultant, as a podcast agency, Ozil Media, to my clientele. Now, I'm always undershooting it. I feel like I'm always undershooting it, and a friend of mine who's an entrepreneur reminds me that I'm undershooting it. And I'm having trouble exiting this freemium model and this undervaluing my own self and my services to the customer mentality. And it really got me thinking because a friend of mine is very upfront and very, very kind of, I say that she scolds me because, she's, sometimes she brings on the heat, but I know it's out of love, and I know it's because she sees the level of value that I share with my customers, the value that I'm going to give my customers. And I started thinking about like, what do I need to do moving forward onto 2021 to be able to overcome that hurdle of leaning in and really embracing the value that I deliver? And I ask you this: if you're running a business, if you're an entrepreneur, solopreneur, or maybe a content creator, influencer, but have you ever been in a situation where you're providing a business, where you're providing a product or service, and you want to like appease the masses, but you're also undercutting the essence of your brand and who you want to be? Like, the question is, are you a Walmart, or are you, a Fifth Saks? Are you high end, business? And I think you really have to ask yourself that question. I think you have to, you really have to ask yourself, who are you going to tailor your services to, and knowing your market and really packaging your brand to saying, I'm going to serve this type of clientele with this money bracket, and vice versa. And I think it's super important for us to really know that. But more importantly, I think it's even more important to really lean into the value you're going to provide. And I struggle with that. I struggle with the money narrative, and I want to be honest with you. It's something that I feel like I always constantly give for free a lot of stuff. I ran a community that was just nothing but free events and just delivering that content and being super generous. And one of the things that I've discovered about myself is that if I want to be an entrepreneur and really level up and provide even more value and kind of lean in deeper into the value I provide to my community and my clients, that part of that is leaning into pricing the value that I want to deliver to my people, and not judging myself for it, not feeling like I need to feel guilty or shameful for the price that I'm asking for. Let me know in the comment section below if you've ever felt that way. If you ever felt like you're kind of undercutting yourself because you get desperate or because you don't want to outprice the market. And I wanted to shoot this video because it really resonated with me. It was a conversation that we've been going back and forth for the last couple of hours, and got me really thinking about asking myself the question, am I really, really valuing myself as an entrepreneur and as an agency owner? Am I really, what's up with the money narrative that's going on in my mind that's not allowing me to break through and ask for what I'm worth and then some? Because when it comes to podcasting, I've been in the game for quite some time, and I feel like I keep on undercutting myself. Quite frankly, and I'm going to be real with you, with these chumps who call themselves podcast consultants and agencies, but they haven't really been in the game for quite some time. They just are capitalizing on the thing that's hot right now. Whereas I've been in the game for over 7 years. I understand branding and marketing, and really, I've been on New and Noteworthy, and I've gotten close to or about 1 million downloads total. And, I know what it takes to build a world-class podcast, yet I'm still playing in the sandbox around the podcasters that really don't know much. They just picked up a book and started podcasting and then calling themselves podcast consultants and agents within a year and doing their thing, right? And then charging $1,000 or $2,000. So it's not to put anybody on blast. Again, this is just pretty much documenting raw and uncut, like what I'm feeling right now. But the question is, are you embracing the value that you bring to people and your clientele? And I would love to hear from you and see and hear what are some of the struggles and how you overcome the money narrative in regards to pricing your products and services to your customers. I think it's a challenge that a lot of creatives in particular have in pricing their services, whether you're a freelancer, a solopreneur, etc., or you're an agency owner. But I think it's time to really lean into the value that you bring and know that you're running a business. It's time to not judge yourself. That you got to be able to be comfortable in your skin and stand there and be like, this is what we provide. And if this is not for you, then there are other cheap options out there that can help you within that pricing point. But if you want my services, if you want my experiences, my energy, my vibe, and my commitment to the experience that I have committed to from here on out to help you in this venture, then you gotta pay the price, right? There's a price to pay. And being comfortable with saying, like, look, I'm not the cheapest, but I know what I'm about. I know what I represent, and I can get you there. And I think that's priceless. The challenge is getting there, getting to that mindset. So it's been a challenge of mine, being honest with you, but good thing I have people that believe in me, that see it from the outside, that are not yes people that have been just blowing smoke and being like, yo, you're the ish, but really helping me break away from the desperate mindset or the broke mindset of like, stop giving things away for free and really value yourself, because what you have is a gift to the world and you can help others, and that comes with a price. So just wanted to share that. Honestly, I don't know if there's a message there for you. Let me know if there's a takeaway there that you can, if this resonates with you as a content creator or as a business-minded content creator, solopreneur, agency owner, etc. This is just something that just popped up in my head. And I remember I was leaning into the conversations that happened today, and that was one conversation that really resonated with me. So hopefully that was something that we can talk about in the comment section down below. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Did I introduce myself? My name is Ozil de Bastos. That's usually in the front. See, look, I don't even know what I'm talking. I'm even completely doing this wrong. Ozil de Bastos. Please subscribe, and thank you for just being a part of this journey. Shout out to Kai and Roy and Eric. Who else? Orlando, Diana. Who else? There's a few of you that are really frequent. Hashtag Lim Drops, my boy. Let's Get It Live VIP, Vlogmas. Everybody was commenting. And of course, if you're just watching this and you're just not leaving comments, but you're just showing the love and taking the time, please check it out. All right, guys, I gotta go. Peace.